going to find the sum and difference formula for sines using these three formulas. The difference formula for cosine, and also the fact that cosine of pi over 2 minus theta is equal to sine theta, and sine of pi over 2 minus theta is equal to cosine theta. So first I'm going to start with the difference formula for cosine. Next, I'm going to use the fact that cosine pi minus theta is equal to sine theta. So I'm going to be able to change this left-hand side into a sine. And I'm going to do that by making the substitution alpha is equal to pi over 2 and beta is equal to alpha plus beta. And when I do this left-hand side is going to change into cosine pi over 2 minus alpha plus beta. And if I look over here, cosine of pi over 2 minus theta is equal to sine theta. Pi over 2 and theta in this case is equal to pi or alpha plus beta. So I can think of this as sine of theta, where theta is equal to alpha plus beta. So this is going to be sine alpha plus beta. So now that I know that, I need to go back and make this substitution into this equation, and then I will know what sine alpha plus beta is. So first of all, I'm going to rearrange this very slightly to make it easier. I'm going to distribute this minus sign. I'm going to make the first angle pi over 2 minus alpha, and the second angle minus beta. And this is equal to sine alpha plus beta. So now I'm going to take this and substitute it into this over here, and then I will know what sine alpha plus beta is equal to. So this is equal to cosine, and in this case alpha is pi over 2 minus alpha, beta is still beta, plus sine, and alpha is again pi over 2 minus alpha sine beta. And cosine of pi over 2 minus theta is equal to sine theta. In this case, the angle is just alpha. So I have that written up here. Cosine pi over 2 minus theta is equal to sine theta. Sine pi over 2 minus theta is equal to cosine theta. So I just make these substitutions. Cosine pi over 2 minus alpha, sine alpha, cosine beta is just cosine beta, sine pi over 2 minus alpha, that's going to be equal to cosine alpha, sine beta. And this was equal to sine of alpha plus beta. here is the sum formula for sine. And to find the difference formula, it's the same procedure as finding the difference formula previously for, or the sum formula previously for cosine, where I just make the substitution b is equal to, or beta is equal to minus beta, and then I just use the even odd properties. So I'll make the substitution, sine alpha cosine minus beta cosine alpha sine minus beta. Cosine of minus theta is equal to just cosine theta. Sine minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So I use these properties to rearrange this formula. Sine alpha minus beta is equal to sine alpha cosine of minus beta is just cosine beta. And on this side, sine of minus beta is equal to minus sine beta. I'll take that minus side and distribute it to the front of this term to give minus cosine alpha sine beta. And this is the difference formula for sine.